Good morning, students. Today we will be learning about square of odd numbers as a sum of consecutive numbers. Now the square of any odd numbers greater than 1 can be expressed as the sum of two consecutive natural numbers. Means what? Let us take an example. Or the formula which is used is n square equals to n square minus 1 divided by 2 plus n square plus 1 by 2, where n is an odd number. Let us take an example. 21 square. Okay, we have to express this as a sum of consecutive numbers. Now we know that 21 square equals to 441. So first number is n square minus 1 by 2. So 21 square minus 1 by 2 equals to 441 minus 1 by 2, that is 440 by 2, or we can write down as 220. Okay. Similarly, n square plus 1 by 2 can be written as 21 square plus 1 by 2, that is 441 plus 2 by, sorry, it is 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 442 by 2, that is 221. Now when you add this, 21 square will be equal to, just I told you, n square minus 1 by 2 plus n square plus 1 by 2. Now that we have got as 220 plus 221. So these are the two consecutive numbers. What do you find? That they are two consecutive numbers, one after the other. 220, then 221, and that is equal to 441. The next is square of numbers with unit digit 5. Now, how to find out square of numbers with unit digit 5? To find out the square of numbers with unit digit 5, we use the formula a5 whole square equals to a into a plus 1 hundredths plus 25. This is the formula which you have to learn. Okay. So find the square of 95. Suppose you are given that find the square of 95. Means you have to find out 95 square. Now what we will write down here? 95 whole square. What is here? Already it is 5. Now what is here? In place of a, what is there? It is 9. Isn't it? 95. So and the formula is a5. So we will write down, in place of a we will be writing 9. Okay. So 95 whole square will be equal to 9 into, we have no a into a plus 1 hundredths, means 9 into 9 plus 1 hundredths plus 25. Now 9 into 9 plus 1 is 10, hundredths means 100, into 100 plus 25, that is 9000 plus 25, or 9025. It is a very simple and very easy formula which you have to learn. A5 whole square equals to a into a plus 1 hundredths plus 25. This a can be any digit. It can be 85, 95, 105, any digit it can be. You have to just put the value of that digit in place of a, use this formula and find the number. Now next topic which we will be covering is Pythagorean triplet. Now three natural numbers m and p are said to form a Pythagorean triplet m and p. Okay, if m square plus n square equals to p square, m square plus n square equals to p square. For any natural number m greater than 1, 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 is called a Pythagorean triplet. Triplet means three numbers. Okay, so 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 is called a Pythagorean triplet, which you have to remember. You have to learn it. Now let us take an example. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest number is 8. Remember, here it is given smallest number is 8. Now given number is 8. Now suppose that I take m square minus 1 equals to 8. So m square will be equal to 8 plus 1, 9. So m will be equal to 3. You know the square root of 9 is 3. So m is equal to 3. Now what are the Pythagorean triplets? 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. And it is given here that smallest number is 8. So we have found out m as equal to 3. So what is 2m? 2m equals to 2 into 3, that is 6. And m square plus 1 will be equal to 3 square plus 1, that is equal to 10. So what is the required triplet? 6, 8 and 10. So if it would have not mentioned that the smallest number is 8, then this answer is correct. but children, here it is mentioned that 8 is the smallest number. So this triplet is not correct. Here what is the smallest number? This is 6. So what we will do? We will now take another number, another triplet, any one of these triplet. Now we have used this m square minus 1 equals to 8. We are not getting it as the smallest number. So here we will be using 2m equals to 8. Now let us assume that 2m equals to 8. In this case, what is happening? M will be equal to 8 by 2, cross multiplication. 2 4s are 8. So m square minus 1 will be equal to 4 square minus 1, that is equal to 15. M square plus 1 equals to 4 square plus 1, that is 16 plus 1, that is 17. So here what do we find out? Which triplet we will be using? We will be using this triplet only. So the required triplet is 8, 15 and 17. Okay. So this is the required triplet. Now let us start with exercise 3.2. Write 5 numbers which you can decide by looking at their ones digit that they are not square numbers. I hope you all must have learnt that what are the digits you must have learned the properties of square numbers, that which digits when it comes in the ones digit, which numbers which when it comes in the ones digit they are not square numbers. So what are those numbers? Those number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at its units place is never a square number. So you can write down any 5 examples to show that these numbers are not square numbers. So I have taken any, you can take on your own also. I have taken this 122, 433, 667, then 42, 98, because these are having 2, 3, 6, 8. Sorry, 2, 3, 7 and 8 at its unit place. So it is not a square number. Now come to the next question. What will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? Now again we have learned the properties that by seeing the units digit only you can understand that what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers. Okay. So suppose let us take the first part, 951. So what will be the units digit here? Here it will be 1 only, because we know that the number has 1 in the units digit, so its square will also end in 1. 502, here it is 2. Okay. So what will be the units digit when it is squared? It will be 4. Then 329, 9 9s are 81, you know that it will be again 1. Here if it is 3, the square will be 9. If it is 4, 4 4s are 16, so it will be 6. Then 5, again it will be 5 only, because we know that 5 5s are 25. 7, it will be 9, because you know that 7 7s are 49. So in its unit digit it will be 9. 8, again you see 8 8s are 64. What will be the units digit? After squaring it will be 4. If it is 0, again it will be 0, but it will be in even numbers. 6 6 are 36, so its units digit will be 6. So then come to question number 3. The following numbers are obviously not perfect squares. Give reason. Again it is the same as that of question number 4, question number 1. So these are it is already given that these numbers are not perfect squares. Why? Because these numbers are ending with 7, 3, 8, 2. So here you will write down, since the number is ending with 7, so it is not a perfect square. Since the number is ending with 3, it is not a perfect square. Since the number is ending with 8, it is not a perfect square. Since the number is ending with 2, again it is not a perfect square. And what is here? Here you will find that there are odd number of zeros. 3 zeros are there. If it will be only possible if there are even number of zeros. If it would have been 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on zeros, then it would have been a perfect square. Then come to question number 4. The square of which of the following numbers would be an odd number or an even number? Why? So again 573. We have already learned that if it is ending with an even number, it will be the square will be also an even number. If it is an odd number, it will be an odd number only. So here 3 is an odd number, so its square will be also odd. Here it is even, so it will be even. Again 7 is odd, so it will be an odd, and 6 is even, so again it will be an even number. So children, do question number 1, 2, 3, 4 as homework, and also write down all the notes which I have sent. Thank you.